What's up, Michael Jordan collectors? So I don't know what was more shocking yesterday. A PSA 1 that sold for $7,300, and that is confirmed, by the way, or a SGC 9.5 that sold for $125,000. That is also a confirmed sell. Right now, these prices are just insane. Also, I have the official price results from the golden auctions. So, Card Gems here. Welcome to my channel. This is today's February 1st Michael Jordan rookie card market report. All right, let's dig into this. So PSA population report. Yesterday we had 18,409 total. Today we have 18,407 total. So we actually had two drop off. I'm not really sure how that happens, but it did. So we had two of the sevens actually drop off because now we have 3,355, but we had 3,357 yesterday. We still have 316 tens. We have 2,763 nines. So Beckett, we've had no change. We still have 11,569. We have 6 pristine 10s, and we have 526 9.5s, 1,634 9s. SGC, we still have no update. We still have 2,159 with 1 pristine 10 gold label, 25 pristine 10s, and 25 9.5s, and 216 9s. So recapping golden auctions, these are the official prices. This has the buyer's premium added to the price. So we have these PSA 8s right here, sold for $19,680. So these two sold for that price. We have a BGS 8.5 that sold for $20,910. This PSA 8 sold for $23,370. This BGS 8.5 sold for $27,060. This BGS 9 sold for $40,590. This PSA 9 sold for $55,350. This PSA 9 sold for $54,000, and this one sold for $59,000. And this PSA 9 also sold for $59,000. This BGS 9.5, this low end with a 9 on the centering, sold for $81,180. And these are the two PSA 10s. They sold for $738,000 a piece. All right, checking our favorite website, cardladder.com. PSA 8 last sold for $22,443, so brand new record. So this card really spiked after the golden auctions. This sold on the 31st. This is a shattering record right here because the last high was 19,000. And then we had this small dip here of 18,500, 18,000. And down here is 17,862. When those golden auctions happened, this thing just spiked way up, 22,000. BGS 8 last sold for $15,423. So we also see a spike here from the lows. This was on the 31st. This was, the same time frame during the golden auctions. So we had this spike way back here on the 26th for 14,966, and it took this dip just like the PSA 8. But now it's way up here, 15,423. That's pretty good for a BGS 8. BGS 8.5 sold for $17,150. This also spiked. Look at this huge spike here. So it had previously sold for $15,400, and down here $14,300 on the 21st. So now it's back up. PSA 8.5 is still at $30,000 because we haven't had any sales in a while because of the low pop of 378. So this sell was back here on the 26th. So if we had a new sell, I guarantee it would be more than this 30,000. PSA 9 last sold for $70,933. This is a new record. This also had a huge spike. So we're way up here, and this was yesterday during that golden auctions. So it last sold for $61,700 on the 29th. So in a matter of one day, or 2 days, it almost went up 10,000. BGS 9 last sold for 34,300. So this one actually dropped off a little bit. Here's a dip. Before that, it had sold for 47,500, which was a huge spike, and that was on the 30th. So right here we had it at 39,000 on the 28th. So it had been doing so good. It had been climbing, it looked really strong, but we have this one that just dropped off. BGS 9.5, we still have this huge sell for 162,500. Now this was actually on the 30th, and this was a high end. So we're still waiting for the one from Golden Auction to get added to this, which was a low end, which would be a new record for a low end, because the previous low end had sold for down here at 76,000. So it's a slight improvement from that. And we have this high end right here. It was 120,000 on 26. So that has definitely shot up. And there's been a couple of sales for best offers, but those haven't been confirmed yet. One of them was 175,000, so we're still waiting on that. PSA 10 last sold for $350,000. So that was right here. This was on the 28th. This was a buy it now on eBay. We're still waiting on those two PSA 10s from Golden Auctions to get confirmed. All right, check-in recently ended. We had this PSA 3 that sold for $5,524, 68 bids. Here's a BGS 8, sold for $12,000, 3 bids. Here's a PSA 8, sold for full price, $20,995. All right, we got a BGS 9. It was listed for $39,000, our best offer. Let's see what the price was. $32,000. So this is pretty down from the $47,500. So this was a really good buy for this buyer. Got it for a huge bargain. Here we got a PSA 7, sold for $14,100. This is close to the record sell. 32 bids. There's a PSA 8, it sold for $19,700, 8 bids. There's a BGS 6.5, sold for $7,500, 14 bids. There's a PSA 7, sold for $13,995 on a buy it now, full price. There's a PSA 6, sold for $9,651, 39 bids. These low ends are selling really good. BGS 6.5, $7,756, 38 bids. Wow. Got a BGS 8.5, sold for $19,100, 83 bids. There's a PSA 6, sold for $10,100, 43 bids. So PSA 6 is 5-digit card now. There's a PSA 4, sold for $7,350, 64 bids. This is incredible. These things are really on the rise. There's another BGS 8.5, sold for $21,000. This one sold for full price. There's a PSA 8, it's sold for $21,923, only one bid. So these are now selling above $20,000 regularly. There's a BGS 6.5, someone pulled the trigger on it for $7,888. All right, we got a nice run of PWCC auctions that ended. Starting with this BGS 8, it ended at $15,423 with 50 bids. So, also we have this PSA 8, sold for $21,657 bids. There's another PSA 8, sold for $27,998 with 72 bids. This shatters the record. This is huge. Here's a SGC 9, sold for $28,133. This shatters the record. The previous record was $17,500. There's a PSA 9. It sold for $72,100. 99 bids. This is just insane. And here's another PSA 9. $73,100. 95 bids. So we have two sales here that are over $70,000. You know, it had never ever reached the $70,000 mark. It had just broken the $60K mark and started selling in the mid 60s, and now it just completely jumped. Here's another PSA 9, sold for 67,600, 86 bids. And here's the sell of the night. This SGC 9.5 Gem Mint sold for 125,100, 100 bids. The last time that this sold was a record price of 37,500. This is insane. This is incredible. This is a trickle down effect from those golden auctions where the PSA 10 sold for 738,000. This is crazy. I never thought a SGC would sell for this much. SGC is definitely being respected now. Okay, newly listed. We have this PSA 7 for 9,700. It already has 14 bids. Here's another PSA 7, 16,999, or buy it now. Now this card, the record sell for this card is like 14,300. There's a SGC 8. They got it listed for 21,000, or best offer. Now this is a good card to take advantage of because there has not been a comp in a very long time. I believe the last sell of this was for 10,500. So you might be able to get this for a bargain right now. Here's a BGS 9. They got it listed for 50,000 or best offer. And we had that record sell for 47,500. Now that's a huge spike because it had been selling in the 30,000 range, 35,000 to 39. So, make your best judgment call on making offers for this card. Here's a BGS 9. It's up to 26,889, 45 bids. So these cards are on the rise right now. Even though we had that one that dropped off really low, but I think that might have been more of a fluke. I think it's more in between that sell of 32,000 and that spike of 47,500. I really think it's closer to 39,000 price range. There's a BGS 8.5, 34,500 or best offer. Here we got a PSA 1 for 3,885. Now we have just had a record sell for this card for 7,000 plus. But it's all about eye appeal, and you got to be careful with these old labels. Make sure you look at this card very good. Make sure it really is authentic. Go ahead and Google search how to identify counterfeits, because I saw this a lot with the Babe Ruth cards. People take a reprint and they'll artificially age it and damage it to make it look like a real card and then put it inside a holder. So be very careful and make sure that this is authentic before you buy it. There's a PSA 7, 15,995. Buy it now. There's a PSA 6. It's up to 3,050 with 2 bids. There's a BGS 2.5. It's up to 1,125, 7 bids. There's a PSA 8, 34,995, or buy it now. This seems pretty high. I mean, they tagged it with this, eye appeal sticker here, but these are in like the $20,000 to $22,000 range. There's a PSA 7. They got it listed for about 15,000. So this is slightly above the record price. There's a PSA 8. It's up to 7,800, 23 bids. There's another PSA 8. It's up to 6,300 with 13 bids. There's a BGS 5.5. It's up to 1,424 with 15 bids. There's another BGS 5.5. It's up to 1,225 with 14 bids. There's a BGS 8, 15,000 or best offer. So this isn't bad right here. All right, checking on live auctions. So I'm going to start covering these low grades because these low grades are getting very popular and people are concerned about them because these are the cards that now most collectors can't afford. So I'm going to keep you guys up to date on them. So here's a PSA 2. It's up to 3,650 with 54 bids. Here's a PSA 4. It's up to 4,150 with 16 bids. Here's another PSA 4. It's up to 4,500 with 24 bids. Here's a PSA 5. It's up to 5,300 with 7 bids. There's another PSA 3. It's up to 5,386, 29 bids, 3 days left. There's a PSA 6.5, 6,100, 3 bids. There's a PSA 8. It's up to 6,313 bids, 6 days left. Here's a PSA 5, 6,500, 0 bids. Here's another PSA 5, it's up to 6,700, 19 bids, 4 days left. There's another PSA 6, it's up to 6,800, 26 bids, 5 days left. These sixes are really starting to pick up. There's another PSA 6, it's up to 6,800, 23 bids, 2 days left. There's a PSA 8 with the OC qualifier, it's up to 7,600, 25 bids, 7 days left. Now this would be equivalent to a PSA 6 because normally the qualifiers take off 2 grades if you had a regular grade on this. Here's a PSA 8, it's up to 7,800, 23 bids. There's a PSA 6, it's up to 7,800 with 52 bids. There's a PSA 7, it's up to 8,500 with 21 bids, 1 day left. There's a BGS 7.5, it's up to 9,100 with 31 bids, 5 days left. There's a PSA 7, it's up to 9,700 with 14 bids, 6 days left. The record sell for this is 14,300. There's a PSA 8, it's up to 10,256, 31 bids, 5 days left. There's another PSA 7, it's up to 10,500 with 30 bids, 9 hours on this. There's another PSA 7, it's up to 10,600, 37 bids, 1 day. There's a BGS 8.5, it's up to 12,117 bids, 3 days left. Here's a PSA 8, it's up to 12,405, 36 bids, 8 days left. Here's a BGS 8.5, it's up to 12,500, 23 bids, 5 days left. Here's a PSA 8, it's up to 12,900, 30 bids, 5 days left. There's a PSA 7, newly listed, 13,000, has 1 bid already, just 2 days left. There's a PSA 8, it's up to 14,100, 46 bids. There's a PSA 8, it's up to 21,023, 45 bids. So this is getting close to the record price. And here's a PSA 8, it's up to 24,600, 36 bids, 11 hours left. So this is already higher than the record price. And here's a BGS 9, it's up to 26,889, 45 bids, 4 days left. There's a PSA 9, it's up to 30,355 bids, 3 days left. We just saw these sell for 70 grand. There's a BGS 9, 34,065 bids, 2 days left. So this is heading up towards the average. There's a PSA 9, it's up to 35,000, 31 bids, 3 days left. There's a PSA 9, it's up to 55,100, 45 bids, 1 day left. All right, checking on the BGS 9 5s. We have this one for 200,000, our best offer, and this one has a 9 on the surface. There's another BGS 9.5. This is a newly listed one. This is for 275,000, or best offer. Here's another one. This one had ended and it came back, so it's listed for 302,000. Buy it now. And this one has a 9 on the surface. Here's this pair still. It's 400,000, or best offer. So you get the sticker and the base. And this one has a 9 on the surface. And here's this pair that's in Australia. And this one has a 9 on the edges, and one has a 9 on the corners. So you get the pair for 537,000, or best offer. So my guess on these, now I would kind of wait, because it's still kind of up in the air what the average price will be for these low-end BGS 9.5s. If I had to do my best guess, that they would be somewhere in the neighborhood of 120,000. Now we just had that SGC 9.5 sell for 125,000. So I think on the low end that these are about 125,000, somewhere in that neighborhood. I know we had that one sell for 80,000 on Golden Auctions, but actually that one ended. When that one ended, the PSA 10s were somewhere in the neighborhood of 400,000, and the BGS 9.5 ended. And when you get a new bid on those auctions at Golden Auction, it extends the auction by like 25 minutes. So the PSA 10s kept extending for like another hour. They extended and got up to that $600,000 mark, and that BGS 9.5 had ended. So all that momentum, all of that, surge from the PSA 10 that, trickled down onto eBay and had all those record prices on eBay. Well, that BGS 9.5 did not get the benefit of that. So it ended prematurely, So whoever got that BGS 9.5 is very lucky. So PSA 10s, we have two. We have this one for $700,000, our best offer, which is less than what it sold for on golden auctions. So I would not think that this would last very much longer. We still have this one here for $1 million. They keep changing the price of this. It was $750,000, and then yesterday it was like $875,000, and now it's back up to $1 million. So they're just playing around with these prices here. So in summary, we have the PSA 10 here, and the record price, confirmed price, is $350,000, because we don't have those ones from golden auction confirmed yet, but I guarantee you they will be. We do not have one on live auction. The BGS 9.5 high-end, the record price, $162,000. Like I said, there's one that sold for $175,000, but we're waiting for it to get confirmed. There's none on live auction. The BGS low-end, BGS 9.5 low-end with 1.9 sub, the record sell is $76,000. We had that one in golden auction that sold for $81,000. So we're waiting on those to get confirmed. There's none on live auction. The SGC 9.5 sold for $125,100. The new record price, and it's confirmed. We do not have one on live auction. So as you can see, as far as live auctions, these have dried up. Now they're only listed for buy it now best offers, and they have very high listing prices. The PSA 9 record price now is $70,933. We have one up on auction for $55,100. BGS 9, $47,500 is the new record high. This is a huge spike from what the average sell. So we have one up on auction for $34,000. SGC 9 record sell $28,133. This is brand new. We have none on live auction. PSA 8.5 record sell $30,000. None on live auction. BGS 8.5 record sell $17,150. We have one on auction up to $12,500. SGC 8.5 record sell $10,555. We have none on live auction. PSA 8 record sell $22,433. We already have one up that's up to $24,600 on live auction, so it's already above the record sell. BGS 8 record sell $15,423. We have one up on live auction for $13,433. SGC 8 record sell $8,000, none on live auction. BGS 7.5 record sell $11,500. We have one up on auction for $9,100. PSA 7 record sell $14,630. We have one up on auction for $13,000. PSA 6 record sell $9,500. We have one up on auction for $7,800. Now these prices have just gone bananas right here. We had a PSA 5. The record sell is $6,999. We have one up on auction right now for $6,700. So it'll probably break the record. We have a PSA 4. The record price for this was $3,700. The reason it's so low is because one hasn't sold in a while, because we already have one up on auction right now for $4,500. The PSA 3 record sells $6,250. We have one up on auction right now for $5,386, and it's probably going to break this record. PSA 2, another card that has not sold in a while, but the record sells $3,218. We already have one up on auction right now for $3,650. And the PSA 1, we have a record confirmed sell of $7,350. This has a very low pop, so there's none on live auction. There's one for buy it now right now for like $3,300. But again, you need to check the authenticity of that very carefully. So look here. So like, you can't even get a PSA 1 anymore for under $7,000. And that's going to be a trickle down effect to all of these other lower grades. Look at these auctions. These auctions are strong right now. Every one of these auctions are going to be around 7,000. So this card from top to bottom now, it's getting closer to being a 5-digit card. That's just amazing. All right, guys, that was my update for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. And if you have any feedback, comments, maybe things that I can do better, go ahead and leave a comment down below. And for you guys that have not subscribed yet, please subscribe. And I will see you in the next Michael Jordan Rookie Card Market Report.